Peace, family. So we back with another episode of the TrakWolf Godcast. I'm your boy TrakBeatz. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Vinegar Hill, you know what I'm saying? They got dope history, crazy merch, everything going on behind them, you know what I'm saying? But we got my good brother Hiqu Ra Sol in the building with us, you know what I'm saying? Put around.
Back with a combo.
Exactly. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. And I got it right this time. You know what I'm saying? I learned from my mistakes. That's a good one to start off with. Learning from mistakes. Okay. So how do you know if someone's learned from a mistake, or how do you take it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing as well. You feel me? It's all about the personal. Deciding how I decide if someone's learned from a mistake is, you know what I mean, after going through that trial and seeing what it takes in order to actually learn. You feel me? And so, you feel me, you gotta, look at everything, you know what I'm saying, with a grain of salt, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't move at the same speed that you move, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? And even though it may not be at that sense where, like, they need to catch up and hurry up and learn from their mistakes, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Don't, still take track of your emotional investment, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But also realize everybody is on the same path. I mean, everybody's on a unique, individual path, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? And so everybody moving at a different pace, you feel me?
So what about the ones that's not? Because everybody moves at a different pace, but then you got some that's not even trying to raise their frequency. Okay. So how do you distinguish the paces and where to place the beings at, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and so, well, that's the thing too, once again, taking everything with a grain of salt. It's like, and another thing, your emotional investment. How much are you investing into these people? You know what I'm saying? How much are you expecting, your expectations? How much do you value yourself? How much do you value these people given, what they're offering or what you're offering them? You feel me? And so, and are you getting that in return? And so, like, it's definitely protecting your energy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Learning from your mistakes. You feel me? Yeah. But and I tell people, you don't know fire's hot till you put your hand in that motherfucker. Yeah. And so, you feel me? And some people, it just take them an extra 10 years to test out if fire hot or not.
So what about your process? You know what I'm saying? Would you be that one that touched the stove 2-3 times, or you just like, shit, well, that first time was all I needed?
All right. Well, that's the thing too. So like, I'm a gullible person. I'm very gullible. You know what I'm saying? I may touch the stove, be like, yeah, that joint hot. Then somebody might be like, yeah, you know that joint not hot no more, right? And I'm like, what? That joint is just hot. I know I touched that joint and touch it again. Okay. Yeah, you feel me? Okay. Very gullible. So you have some people who are absolutely. You have some people who are gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a bit more sensitive to experiences and not, willing to take that step to realize this is, this isn't a coincidence. This is a scenario that keeps occurring, a trial that I keep going through, something you gotta learn from in order to elevate. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Energetically speaking. You feel me? And so, like, even personally, you feel me? Learning from alright, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. With 2 days from now, I'm gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna know better. You know what I'm saying? 2 years from now, I'm gonna know better from what I know now.
Or from when it could be fucking 10 in the morning and 5 in the evening. You know better from between that time frame.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I tell people, the moment and now is so important, because you can start there. You can start in the moment. You can start right here in the now. You don't have to wait till New Year's or whatever the fuck, your birthday or whatever the fuck. The moment is the most powerful thing.
Big
you know
facts.
What I'm saying? Because, you know yourself best. Nobody knows you like you know yourself best. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, you know your flaws. You know every scar on your body. You know what I'm saying? And so, somebody could tell you, hey, you ugly, and they not even meaning it. They just had a rough day, and they just projecting bad intention. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna take it the worst because you just gonna think of all your scars.
Yeah.
They don't even know you got them all your scars. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so, like, we know ourselves best. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it's up to us to be able to conquer, you know what I'm saying, and, learn from our mistakes and see the cyclical patterns that are toxic, quote unquote, or that are, spinning us in the wrong direction, coincidentally. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. Nothing's for no reason. Even the bad shit we go through.
And that's where I like to come in and help and reflect that too as well, because there's a lot of people that don't really know self or know how to get to know self. You know what I'm saying? They spend so much time being distracted everywhere that when it comes to looking at self, they don't know where to start at. You know what I'm saying? So you could know yourself very well to a certain extent, but it's more to you, and you limit yourself. Right. So then that's when I come in and show you that you're greater than what you're giving and showing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this cap on, and I'm about to take this cap off.
No cap.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that so tattooed on me in Latin right here. Tomato shake. It was in the Matrix. He was visiting the Oracle. It was like tomato shake on this little headboard as he was walking out the door. And like she had pointed up and he looked at me, he was like, what does that mean? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Know thyself. You feel me? The Matrix, you know what I'm saying? But
how young was you then when you was like?
Fuck, when I first seen the Matrix, I was probably about 4.
But you didn't know what was going on
then. Yeah, like 4 or 5 years old, bro.
So when did you start realizing that movie was such a
like I got the download real young. Right. I got the download real young, but then I realized what the movie was truly about. Even after I played the video game and everything as a kid. Yeah. You know, the anime series, the comic, the whole nine. You know, it wasn't like deep into it, but we're just involved in it, you feel me? Yeah. And like, you know, it wasn't until like I started getting into the deeper layers of what movies provide and present beneath the surface that I looked back on the Matrix and was just like, oh, Morpheus, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Oh, one, Neo, one, you feel me? Red pill, blue pill, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland, like, you know what I'm saying? And so, the Matrix, plugging in and plugging out, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so, it's so crazy, you know, when it did hit me,
I'm at now.
Realizing how young I was, you know, how young I was, exactly. You feel me? That, The Matrix, Love Jones, Devil's Advocate. My mom just had a glass.
The Al Pacino movies?
Type shit, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? She just had a glass, like, cassette, you know what I'm saying, entertainment system, or entertainment center, where she had all her little VHS tapes. And I used to just watch nothing but, like, mature movies, you feel me? Which just putting on.
And then you want to rewatch them, too.
Yeah, you feel me?
Commercials.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had that process. I don't know if it was the same movie. It definitely wasn't the same movies. Mine was, my mom's was more entertainment or whatever the fuck it was. But that's dope, you know what I'm saying?
Right, like, she had Def Comedy Jam, so I couldn't watch that shit as a kid. I couldn't watch that as a kid. Respectively, I couldn't watch that shit. The whole time I'd be in the living room acting like Martin. Again.
But I do shit now, like put the cartoon show on, like Avatar for my daughter, you know?
Right, respect.
So it's like, and they got one clip on YouTube where it's like just a 10-minute clip where it's just teaching about the chakras, you know what I'm saying? So she already kind of getting that ingrained into her now, so she know what's up. She already know what's up with the peace and love, you know, she know what's up with meditating. Respect. She just told her mom, hey man, you need to watch some videos and learn. I'm like, so you can teach her. I ain't letting her make her think that she was shooting a shot at her, but like,
see what she on for real. That's what's up.
The movies will dive you deep. So how did you become aware of the movies? Because we all watch movies. That's such a good one.
When did it start? Where did it start? I'm trying to think of it.
Because you can watch movies in like 2 or 3 different visions. It's so weird.
Absolutely. You go to a movie theater, everybody looking at the same movie, you're going to be looking at a different movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Through different sets of eyes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where did it start for me though? Where it was just like, oh wait, this got some shit to do with this, and this is. I definitely was put on a Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Denzel Washington movie. My mom had a 2 cassette tape joint. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I was into, you know what I'm saying, the revolution and civil rights. You feel me? I was there. You feel me? And then like getting into quote unquote conspiracies. I was learning about the government and the system.
He calling it conspiracies.
All right, yeah.
I get what you're saying, but just
Kevin Shipp, he's a former CIA agent. You know what I'm saying? The CIA came up with the term conspiracy theory in order to persuade people away from the idea of
facts and different ideologies. Yeah.
It was to persuade people away from the JFK assassination. You feel me? That's when the term conspiracy theory was created. You know what I From the words of Kevin Shook, former CIA agent. You know what I'm saying? These are out his, this is out his mouth. You feel me? You feel me? And so, like, Alan Dulles, you feel me? Another man in between Hollywood and the military-industrial complex, right? The James Bond movies. You feel me? Where the idea is coming from with, back in the day. The idea of a submarine with a missile on it, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound too far-fetched today, 2021. But back in the day, that shit was far-fetched. And those ideas were coming from the military going straight into Hollywood. I tell people today, you're looking at Transformers, Avengers, King Kong showing
you. They've been doing this shit.
King Kong versus Godzilla showing you the inner earth and shit. They are showing you everything, the railway system and the underground railway system in the Black Panther movie at the end when him and Killmonger was fighting. You feel me? We have this shit. We have underground railway systems that take you from one section of the earth to another section.
It's crazy because I was just showing Nate some shit about the about the underground railroads and then how they end up.
Oh, that's deep.
And then how they end up. Most tracks got 3 sets, but they always have a third one that's always not in use. You know what I'm saying?
It's gravitic as well. So it's not like a push system where the train is pushing itself like coal. You feel me? It's like being pulled, and so there are no wheels. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can go at hypersonic speeds. You feel me? The shit is amazing, and this is coming out of the mouth of high clearance military officers. You feel me? Don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna put you on that Gaia shit. Gaia.com, subscribe to it. Get off of Netflix. You feel me? Gaia.com is Netflix for spirituality, yoga, diet, conspiracies, extraterrestrials, different planets, space, ancient and advanced technology. You know what I'm saying? We got, plasma beams and rifles and, Mars defense force, Earth defense.
What's crazy is, I feel like all this shit already been here. And
Absolutely.
Then they just did a good job at hiding it, like they always do. And then now they just dropping it really fast, faster than usual. It used to be different generations. It might be each generation. Now this shit is coming like every 5 to 10 years. It's like they getting too impatient now, and now they all want to see it their generation. Like, fuck that waiting for the kids and the grandkids now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear that.
The old generations was more patient. These motherfuckers like, it's time
and
now.
That's the thing too. Yeah, exactly. They're slowly, releasing shit, but still, like so much ahead of us. You feel me? We can clean the ocean in 2 weeks. You feel me? We got the technology to do this shit. It's just the greed that comes with, the structures and the systems. That are making money behind, you feel me? If we clean the ocean, you know what I'm saying? Or, for instance, if we, get rid of oil and gas, you feel me, and go all electric, and although we can do that, we have the accessibility to do that, we, the whole world can run off 0-point energy. We have the accessibility to do that. That's the type of, we're reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology. Just amazing. You feel me? That's what we're doing. You feel me? But it's greed that is holding the planet back from doing that. You feel me? You take away oil, you talking about, major families just gonna stop making money. You feel me? The gas.
The Rockefellers.
What? I was about to say the exactly.
The Rockefellers.
I'm tripping thinking about this shit. You feel me?
Big bag. You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying? I knew, like, when I was going through high school, like, that was when they was in the process and everything was forced to go through the banks when I was in high school. Because before you could cash checks anywhere, but then it was like now you have to go through the banks and you have to have debit cards and shit now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that way before. So I was like, damn. So that's the Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? They done forced their whole way through.
Rothschilds, Rockefellers,
yeah,
the Levi's.
The Rothschilds is the banks. Rockefellers
the
is
Morgans.
That. Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. All the motherfuckers.
And so supposedly, that bloodline is the bloodline connected to the fallen angels. You feel me? The blue bloods, the reptilians, the Anunnaki, quote unquote, right? But we like to get them confused, the reptilians, the Anunnaki, you feel me? There's different groups of reptilians, and you know what I'm saying? It's so wicked. It is,
because I don't think if you gotta use manipulation to trick somebody, that's really power. Like, you ain't doing that shit in my face. Like, and the ones that will try you in your face, if it was no system, you would put your hands on their ass. Like, but there's other tactics that stop that process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to me, the whole structure be weird. Like, how do you have old people, you know what I'm saying, in charge, but then everything that's running it's so chaotic and people are still blaming each other instead of looking at the system, being like, yo, big brother or daddy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to figure out how to structure ourselves better down here, so that way you can go get big brother or daddy. You know what I'm saying? When I wanted to go get at my mom's and my dad, I had to get some strength. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay.
Respect. I say. Nah, but I tell people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't need 100% of the world to wake up, or 100% of the world to, you know, raise their vibration and raise their consciousness. You don't need 100%. You feel me? You just need a little bit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? A little bit can mean a lot. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just a gram of, you know what I'm saying? And plutonium could, you know, take out a whole city or whatever. You feel me? And so, you know, with that, if you got 10 people in a room and 4 people making money, you know what I'm saying? The other 6 people would be like, them niggas is making money. Like, yeah, I want to get on that side. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's less of them, those 6 is gonna be thinking like, how do I get like that? How do I raise my frequency? How do I raise my?
Some will. That's the tricky part.
So you don't even need half. You don't even need half the world to wake up.
But the way it's set up now is they going by numbers, so them 6 will be content.
Well, look, exactly.
Well, like, we got numbers, so we might just chill over here and kick it down here, like.
So respect. I like that idea, because like those 6 would be, you know, what if those 6 are content?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Just like, you know, it's a you know, very, very touchy subject, you know what I'm saying? But the vaccine, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck that shit. I ain't taking that shit. I hope a lot of people not taking it, but I know people.
Alright, I got loved ones who have, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know.
Yeah, I got a couple pairs that I know have already took the shit, and I'm just like, but I'm still gonna say it.
It was sick for a week after. Wicked, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? These people, you feel me? I don't think they have an idea of, you know, nanotechnology. You know what I'm saying? The word nano, micro, very, 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 very small.
It is.
And then the word technology, you know what I'm saying? Getting technical, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you know, small technicality, you feel me? I'm talking like needlepoint small, you feel me? And so, you know, just imagine, you know, and then 3 different doses, you feel me? You know,
that's the shit that don't make no fucking sense.
This shit is RNA manipulation.
Like, why the fuck would my spirit, me being me, whether I'm aware or not aware, why the fuck would I just take some random shit? Why would I just inject some aliens into my body? Like, let me just take this right now because I don't know. I might be safe, I might not be safe. I haven't seen it, it hasn't hit me. I don't know what's going on, but let me just go ahead and put this shit in me too. That's the dumb shit that we do now, like paying for car insurance. It's dumb. That shit is dumb. We shouldn't be fucking paying for car insurance just in case we get into an accident. They should have some insurance policies for drivers if you do get into an accident. Not pay all this money if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, in case you do, you done win a whole year. You ain't getting in one accident. You done spent a couple bands just in case.
It's like a debt pyramid.
You know what I'm saying? Just in case I don't make it home tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, I was about to close that joint out. Oh, shit. Nah, but no cap. It's wicked, man. I forget what I was just about to touch on.
It is the vaccine and how torturous this shit is.
The RNA is being manipulated in the midst of your DNA being manipulated, right? And so, you know, we're going through a genetic upgrading. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a collective, you know what I'm saying? The shift, December 21st, we get to, you know, that whole thing was like, you know, cool or whatever, but it's like some real seriousness to it.
I think we all kind of subtly realized it with the hormones and all the foods with this new generation. You know what I'm saying? Like all, like all the Caucasian women is thicker. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys is bigger.
I'm shaking
my
head.
You know what I'm saying? You like this wasn't a thing when I was younger, when I was little, you know what I'm saying? And then when I was little, everybody that was little used to look like they was little, you know? And then once you got a certain age, you look like you was that certain age. But now you don't know who's what age, and you have to be intuitive with yourself to be able to tell by the skin texture, by the behavior, you know what I'm saying? By like a million different things now.
Yeah, it's wicked. It's a lot more people in the world than it was. And then, you know, cultures collide because of that exactly. Hormones, you feel me? Attraction, travel, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Rolling Stones, a lot of great grandfathers who was in the Vietnam War. You might got cousins who Vietnamese, won't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? You wouldn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Your grandfather was a Rolling Stone, never told your great grandmother. You feel me? Type shit. You feel me? Shit like that happens.
Shit be like that for real.
And then you have energetic connections to certain places. Oh, I want to go to Vietnam or Thailand for some odd reason. You know what I mean? And you go. You feel me? But like, you know, so wicked. You know what I'm saying?
That goes to show for the people that's in charge too, though. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, what they're also helping create. You know what I'm saying? So if we going through these genetically modified upgrades, then that means spiritually people are getting battered too. So that's why we're in the process of creating more narcissistic beings. You know what I'm saying? Or people with these traits, or who's maneuvering like how the system formulated them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna beat you down, and then you're gonna act like a little weakling, but you're gonna try to pretend like you got more strength.
Well, that's the thing too. Yeah, exactly. They're trying their hardest. You feel me? Every spring there's a disaster. Every April, you feel me, there's this horrific massacre or disaster, or a ship sunk, or, you know what I'm saying, bombs went off, or, you know what I'm saying, war started, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Every spring, you feel me, Aries season, spring season, that's the true new year, you feel me? That's when the cycle begins. That's when you're, you know, you plant your seeds for manifestations. And when you're thinking about, you know, massacres, killing, droughts, trauma, depression, you feel me? You know, killings, Black Lives Matter, all of these dark, sorrowful, negative, toxic things during the time where you're supposed to be blooming. You feel me? You know, they do this every year, and whoever
drag the energy down more.
Absolutely. You know, CNN crisis actors are real. You feel
crisis actors are fucking real, and if you don't know, tap into it, please, because you do not believe anything what you be seeing on that news. You know what I'm saying? Like, fact check everything in general, but
CNN, but you ain't
Fox, all of them motherfuckers.
Right, absolutely.
Oh my god, I don't even tap into none of that shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta keep a third. You want to keep a third eye on it though.
Yeah, you gotta know what that is.
Just to see how they find
it. You know, you gotta know what's up. That's what we doing here.
CGI.
Is helping them get to that space.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's not about being, you know, a full-time skeptic on the situation. You feel me? It's just like you got to look at the whole playing board and not just, you know what I'm saying, just what you're looking at that time. You know what I'm saying? You got to take things for what they are. Somebody say something, then they write a bill that goes back on what they said. You know what I'm saying? But you're still supporting this person, but you didn't catch that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Or so, you bypass it. It was crazy as people that do shit like that to close peers beside them too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You said to parents?
To peers. To like the peers close by too. If you're gonna do that to like politicians and shit, you know what I'm saying? Bigger people, celebrities, any of that shit. You wanna let them slide on some shit, then you gonna let your peers slide on some shit that shouldn't be sliding. And we should all be addressing things to build each other in the healthiest manner possible.
And that's the thing. They probably don't let their peers slide and let the people who literally make their reality or would construct their system or world or political system, let them slide. You know what I'm saying? Which is an oxymoron. You feel me? I think that's probably the trouble right there. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, people focus fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know,
it's a lot of distractions. So
absolutely.
How do you get somewhere?
And the distractions are coming from these same factions.
It's the op. I be trying to tell motherfuckers, if you don't know what the enemy is, you know what I'm saying? It's system, you know what I'm saying? You follow that opposite energy, that
there's
opposite
multiple
vibe, you know what I'm
governments,
saying?
right? Exactly.
So you already know, okay, that's the op, okay, who is on that nigga team, you know what I'm saying?
That part, that's what people's not paying attention to.
You gotta figure out who on the team.
Hillary Clinton had court last year, you know what I'm saying, for them WikiLeaks emails, and she didn't show up. On the same day she had court, what was we doing? We had Blackout Tuesday where everybody was posting black images on their Instagram page, you feel me? Distracted from the fact, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, that Hillary Clinton had court for what? The WikiLeaks emails, you know what I'm saying? What happened in the wiki, you know?
That shit all, that shit all the show. They already know what type it is.
Right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She was talking about sacrificing a chicken in the backyard to Mullet. You feel me? Make sure you bring my inhaler to Comet Ping Pong because nothing gets my heart going like sacrifice now.
And nobody even knew they had a basement in Comet Ping Pong. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody even knew about the basement.
John and Tony Podesta had a satanic and pedophilic art gallery in their homes. You feel me? You feel me? What's
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't kill himself. Was about to say, what's the dude out of New York?
He probably paid.
The senator out of New York.
Oh, what about? Did you hear about the Asian dude, the entrepreneur dude?
Cuomo.
That's been the Asian dude that be speaking out, or he be like big on entrepreneurship. I think he got Alibaba. He up and disappeared for like a month or two. And then pop back up on like some kind of internet thing trying to say he was like, okay, like they making Japanese billionaires disappear. So basically they only allowing you to get so much money, entrepreneurs, because you know that shit's booming over there. So they letting Japanese entrepreneurs get a certain amount of money and then they making these motherfuckers disappear. So basically telling you if you get in, you better jump the fuck out while you safe, or if you stay in, you know what I'm saying, your ass gonna disappear.
Or yeah, we gonna make you one of us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many alternatives. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many we don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They got miles deep. You know what I'm saying? Like miles deep level.
All the roads and shit they have underground and shit. They got a lot of
labs like, miles deep underground. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like we have over 112 underground bases under the U.S. mainland alone.
They driving tractor trailers underground. Tractor trailers, like they can fit those. You can turn around in that bitch with a tractor trailer. That's how much space is underneath under there.
They call it a D-U-M-B, a deep underground military base. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got these all over the world though.
Yeah, a lot of that shit they use to transport. They be going from Walmarts to Walmarts and shit like all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Walmart part of the
I didn't know.
They with them folks too.
Hell yeah.
Sam, what's his last name?
I don't know, but Sam.
He got the blue Medal of Honor. I think Nixon gave it to him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know when people get the blue Medal of Honor, that's already like a little notifying symbol. See, they part of the you feel me?
Well,
you know,
once I learned about when George Washington landed, and once you start becoming a part of anything of that system, that shit is not organic. I don't want to be a part of that system.
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta formulate something different. I don't know what the process is gonna be yet. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be making as many motherfuckers aware as we can. On that note, we're gonna cut to this break and we're gonna slide back to y'all. Peace, family. So we back from the break, you know what I'm saying? So as y'all can see, we decided to change up the flow a little bit on this one, you know what I'm saying?
No pun intended.
Yes.
And
a little pun intended. And we got another one in here with us, you know what I'm saying? Name Michelle is in the building with us as well. Bing, 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 bing. Hey. Y'all know what time it is, so.
Right.
That's why we had to orchestrate something more organic for this one.
Absolutely. Yeah. The flow had to ground itself.
Exactly. So, since we speaking of grounding and we're on the ground, what was some tactics that, you know what I'm saying, either one of y'all used to kind of help you? Dance to help you ground yourself?
Dance. Wake up in the morning, dance. Wake up in the morning, twerk. Wake up in the morning, move your body, yo. Move yourself. You feel me? So that way your physical is reminded like, oh, this motherfucker working. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The physical, you feel me? Watch a scary movie.
I love scary movies.
You know, eat something spicy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Meditate. you know, proper breath work. You know,
what is proper breath work?
So counting in cyclical, counting in cycles. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Or you know,
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, what? Or just
I don't know if it's called pranayama. But you're doing like it's like 21 fast breaths. You feel me? Then you hold your breath for like 20 seconds. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then another 21 fast breaths, and you're exhaling. You feel me? Versus inhaling. You feel me? You're taking all the air out your lungs. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Clearing yourself of that old recycled oxygen. You know what I'm saying? And then you're inhaling through the nose after you feel me, hold your breath for that minute, and you're putting in new energy, new oxygen to the body, new oxygen to the blood, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And it actually fires you up, you feel me? It's a Kundalini activating meditation, you feel me? But even just a small, 4 or 5 count, where you just inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, you feel me? And then do that, so you're creating this metaphysical box in your mind, and then you create a cube, and then you know what I'm saying, you go 4th dimension with it, you create this, next thing you know, you got a city of breath work, you feel me? Start small, and then, after a while, try, 6 seconds, or 8 seconds, or 10 seconds, you feel me?
Yeah.
10 seconds is deep, it's,
10 seconds.
That's when you don't inhale as fast. You're inhaling very, very gently, so that way you can get that long stride. You know what I'm saying? Because all day while we're talking, all day while we're moving, we're just doing short, little, small breaths. We're not doing big all day long, right? That grounds us. That brings us to a place of solitude. Because when we do that constantly, we get sleepy, we get tired, we go to the dream state. Next thing you know, we're in a car with Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? It takes us to altered realms. You feel me? When you have that proper breath work. You feel me? So all day we go to sleep. We hit that. We start decarboxylating the melatonin. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You start decarboxylating melatonin in the mind, you feel me? What do you get? You get DMT. That's how you synthesize DMT. DMT is in every living thing. DMT is, it's synthesized the most at death, quote unquote, and that's why we have such a euphoric experience. But, people have experiences in psychedelic trips off DMT and say they smell music. Say they can taste music. Right, they can smell music. Yeah. The senses collide, you feel me? Think about it. If you can see what you can, smell, if 2 of the senses can collide, then the rest of the senses should be able to collide. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If you can see what you can smell, if you can, you feel me, see what you can hear, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You should be able to hear what you taste. You feel me? Everything has a frequency to it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The subconscious is actually absorbing all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the conscious is the filter deciding on what it's hearing. You feel me? So even the conversation outside, our mind, you know what I'm saying, from the neighbors, our mind is interpreting the whole thing. But because we're in tune right here, this is what we're absorbing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean we didn't hear it, or that the vibration didn't hit our eardrum.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We just not in tune to that
exactly.
frequency.
You know what I'm saying? So we filter the joint out. And so, you know what I'm saying, the subconscious is, you feel me, the supreme, you know what I'm saying, that's where it's, you know what I mean, it's wicked. I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but I'm trying to stay on topic.
No, you gave some pretty good steps as far as how to ground yourself.
Right. Dreams, okay, right? Exactly, okay, yeah, that's what we was talking about.
You gave some pretty good steps.
I definitely went sideways.
Dreams!
I went sideways. That's me, though. That's raw. That's me in the flesh. That's
I know the process.
That is definitely raw.
But I was listening, so that's how you know when somebody's listening.
No, but that's
I'm gonna rewatch this shit and I'm gonna have points for everything I'm saying. Like, damn, I should have said this. This and carried it on.
I get it.
Like,
I be doing having
like, niggas stay on the track, bro.
But now you gave real good techniques on how to stay grounded, especially if you got anxiety. Like for me, like I feel like now, because I'm working on a vision.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I think, because, you know, like I told you the other night, I already know I'm an emotional person. Like, I already know I got that strong, you know, moon Scorpio.
Scorpio.
It's like, I can be boiling hot.
I love Scorpio. I love it.
So it's like, I never really knew how to, like, sink, you know, and just sit back. But now, because I have a vision, a focus on a vision that I'm working on, it kind of make you really do control your emotions. Like now, like when things happen, like even if I do get sunken, it's like I'm still aware, but I'm absorbing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going underneath the surfaces, because in most times I don't stay grounded and I just react off of emotions, but now it's like I go under the surfaces of my emotions. Like,
right, we can't control what happens in the universe.
You know, why am I feeling this way?
Every time I hear the word emotions, I always think of energy and motion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to constantly remind it, you know what I'm saying? To kind of settle myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and for me, going under the surface is really not hard. Like, it's really not hard. Like, I love going under the surfaces of me, but I like to do it now in a grounded way.
Alright.
Now, like, if something was just, now when things happen off the bat, like, I don't even be knowing how to respond low-key, because I just be like, I'm not about to let this shit, no. I got too much shit going on. I just try to stay grounded and, like, process. So, you know, now that I'm learning how to step back and absorb myself, it's like feel everything in a different way, in a different light, and then respond. It works easier for me because it makes you realize, like, okay, this shit not really nothing to be bothered about.
And plus, we take enough things on the hard level in life, you know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
To have to take that on too. I think what's also nice is, like, once you find your way and you find that inner peace, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can distinguish chaos and, you know, that other energy that doesn't mix with yours well extremely fast, you know what I'm saying? You can easily tell when oil is added to your water, you know what I'm saying?
To it.
But so, yeah, I tell people, like, you know, the brain, we have brain memory, you know what I'm saying, but the heart has memory as well.
Yeah. I feel like all chakras.
Okay, wow.
I feel like
beautiful.
all the chakras,
That's
because you just named two.
a beautiful
I
concept.
feel like
Absolutely.
all of them.
True.
Because my stomach remembers certain things. I'm pretty
Right.
sure my
Well, yeah,
lower
that's the-
spinal
True.
remembers
The
certain-
stomach, the heart, and the mind, you know what I'm saying? The heart is the gateway, you feel me? But each of them, you know, the stomach is the second brain, you know what I'm saying? It's built just like a brain. The gut, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of, you know what I'm saying, cords, you feel me? Bunch of neural activity being able to connect from one side to the next, you know what I'm saying? Left and right hemisphere. Just like you got.
And what's crazy is that one is connected, is supposedly connected to your, supposed to be your fear chakra. So we always experience that one the most.
You said the what chakra?
Your fear.
Oh, okay, your fear chakra.
So
okay,
that one is always like what we call it is the butterflies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's your energy and motion kind of stirring itself around. Like
The
before
gut
I go to
instinct.
basketball games and football games, before the first thing spark off, or right before you go do something, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
My gut always be like, well, if my gut give me this, it don't feel right. Like, that shit do not feel right.
Yeah.
I always choose that now. I always choose that. And I don't try to figure it out. I just be like, let it come to me, let it flow.
All will be revealed.
All will be revealed in this time. Just have me prepared.
Absolutely.
And I always, like, people always be like, I'm always thinking the worst. I mean, everything ain't gonna turn out great either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people, I want to think that the best is going to happen, but I want to be prepared for the worst too.
yeah.
So I feel like
mindful.
I always try to, that's when I go into that shadow side. Like,
Yeah.
I retreat into that shadow side. And I don't wish for the worst. I always hope for the best. But everything is what you speak.
And I think a lot of that, the hope and faith comes with a lot of strength too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's hard to maintain that in the sight of a lot of shit hitting the fan, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's why I retreat most
It's
times.
hard to believe you're going to get through some shit when when you start understanding the universe send you shit at 3, so it always seems like it's so much. Yeah, it always feels like a lot, but it's never gonna be more than you can handle. It's just how well do you handle it.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so
breaking down how you handle it. It's like solving a problem.
Yeah, but then I understand it coming 3. So once the first one comes, it's like, all right, now I gotta start bracing myself and being more aware and being more prepared because I know I got 2 more coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And every time I do that, it always keeps me in tune and prepared for everything. Like it's like chess. Because I play chess. I love chess. That's what I did.
And you know what's it's crazy why we talking about this too. Because I just thought like another thing too that has been really helping me like stay grounded and logical is if so like when you already know things, you always try to just I don't know. I'm just so comfortable being to myself right now. So when you with yourself so much in your own thoughts and you handle them in the way that you know what's best for you and how to handle them, and you sitting here thinking of all of these different things, you be coming to a place where it's like, okay, I will logically try to figure some shit out, and then if I can't put that shit together, my first thing is gonna be either to meditate on it or go get a reading.
See, and
most times I meditate first. I always try not to go get a reading first.
So
because I always try to see if I can I'm gonna try to figure this shit out by myself first.
right.
I always try to do that. I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah.
It's gonna come to me. I'm aware now. When something just makes you so aware and attentive, you become sensitive to it, so you're so aware of certain energies. And then if I can't figure that shit out, that's when I go get a reading. Because it's very rare that I even get readings. Because I be
Right.
It's just a matter of self-care. I learning how to control emotions.
Absolutely.
And it
That
takes
part.
people don't understand how much energy it takes too when you a person who's so, you know, disciplined and conditioned to respond off of emotions. So your first reactions is whatever. You know, you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You just going off and then you go sit and think about that shit and be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that, but I don't give a fuck that I said it. You know, you sitting here thinking about how much it would have been easier if you just saw that shit for what it was by retreating. And that's why now I would choose to retreat. And instead of being around chaos, I retreat. And just go into the surfaces. That's when I do that Pluto shit.
That's actually what we just started talking about. I mean, what we first started talking about when we first linked up. Chaos.
Yeah.
We're naturally chaotic. You feel me? Because we're so, versatile in our ability to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on melanin, you feel me?
What is your definition of chaos?
My definition of chaos, disorder. You feel me? And so order is, technically speaking, mathematically, and there's you could say it's subjective. You feel me? Your idea of order and my idea of order are two different ideas of order. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like if I,
No, I get what you're saying. I was listening, but I wanted to hear your definition while you continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Disorder. That's my chaos. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? What is going on? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't believe, because then that's when you were saying about the perspective. So for me, I would be like, the dirt is life. So, but life in the dirt, that's the cycle. So it would be hard for me to call it chaos because it's organized. But that's how seeds grow. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Okay, so like...
So I was just looking at the definition because that was, I guess it was just like, a trigger or something
chaos?
for me. I guess that word just made me stick a little bit more while we went back
chaos,
to it again.
negativity, toxicity, it's all necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Part of the ingredients.
If it won't dirty, we wouldn't know how to clean it. And the next wouldn't know how to clean it. You feel me?
Good perspective.
You know what I'm saying? If it won't bad, we wouldn't know to be good.
Yeah.
You feel me? If everything was just perfect, we wouldn't value at the level that we would in the unique way that we do as Earthlings. Goddamn, Earth is special.
Facts.
People don't, Earth is ghetto. Yeah, sure, but nigga, we got one of the biggest floral libraries on this side of the galaxy, nigga. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We get visited a lot. People come here to learn, nigga. You feel me? And then they go to Saturn and Jupiter, and it's wild, bro. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Earth is special as fuck. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? A living thing. Bipolar. You know what I'm saying? Got an ice cap at the North Pole, ice cap at the South Pole. It's bipolar too.
Do you believe that?
You know what I mean?
Do you believe that they went to outer space and landed on the moon?
Absolutely. I believe we have a base on the moon. I believe it's beings on the moon. I believe Germany and Japan is on the moon as well. And they're on the other side of the moon, using a time gate on the other side of the moon in order to travel to different parts of the galaxy. And
so, what do you believe the moon? What do you believe the moon is? What is the moon?
I believe the moon is, I don't believe the moon is what created the Grand Canyon, and the moon was, you know what I'm saying? I believe the moon was placed where it was. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I forget what specific culture, you know what I'm saying, but there's specific ancients who, speak of a time where the moon wasn't even there. You feel me? And then it just pops up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so, Lucy,
Facts.
What? Okay.
Facts.
Is it 1.3 or 3.2 billion years old, nigga, the oldest walking, you feel me, on the planet, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, to say that, man, Earth's history is crazy. It's wicked.
A lot happened here.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's crazy how, in the development of the evolution of Earth and what it's now become, it's like eras ending and new ones beginning. It's kind of like how it's becoming to feel now.
Right.
See, I don't believe that we ever left here.
No,
physically. I think they want us to believe we left here physically, but all of this like I don't believe we left this field. I don't think we ever left Earth physically.
Where?
Yeah, I seen a documentary on how Hollywood did business.
Oh right, so the moon landing, right?
And then
that's some Hollywood shit.
And then
to steer you.
But then also, no, I was just using that as a small example. That's all exactly. Just for the people up here, you know what I'm saying? But then you also have other examples of talks of religions about firmaments, the maps actually being correlated different than what they give us to us now.
Extra continents and sunken continents, Atlantis. Lumeria.
Really, that we're still and not moving and spinning a bunch of places. That's why we can see the clouds moving.
Right, and that the sun and the moon,
so
that's like the flat Earth concept, right? So they believe, the sun and the moon are closer than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because how's the sun 96 million miles away and it's heating us up? I was on a binge with that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it's we have to explain. Earth is wicked, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe the Earth is completely spherical nor flat. I believe it's multi-dimensional, just like we are. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's an oblong third-dimensional plane. But it's Earth is like a 7-dimensional being in itself. And so what was I about to say? I'm talking about the moon, Earth. What did you just say?
Well, just saying I didn't. We was talking about leaving. Did I feel you believe they left the Earth? So then that took me to the firmament, which is the dome, and part. Then it's like, how do you make a rainbow outside?
Right, that part because of the curvature. My God!
What creates a rainbow outside? Because I know how to make a rainbow in-house. So what creates the rainbow outside?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So my spirit would only tell me that it has to be something out there reflecting to create the rainbow. The rainbow is a sign from the universe saying, hey, there is a reflection up here. Right. There is something mirroring. And it's the like moon. The most organic sign.
You just made the wildest
You just made me make the wildest download, bro. Right, the moon, bro. The moon is nothing but glass. The moon is
Facts.
not moon rock. The moon ain't made of.
And
Earth
even when
made
the moon,
of.
Nah, I don't think you
even
can
when the
land
moon
on
ain't
it.
It
there,
don't come from the. Oh yeah, it's possible, bro.
and even when the moon is not there, it's
We
there.
on Mars.
What makes the rainbow outside?
And so that's the thing, right? And so the moon, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? This satellite, you feel me? It controls the tides and waves of the ocean. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But on the surface of the moon, the rock, you know what I'm saying? They tested the moon rock. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And it's like sand, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And sand is.
Who tested it?
I'm not sure if it was NASA or.
Yeah, I don't trust or believe nothing from over there.
Right, not at all. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, not a straight answer. NASA. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I don't fuck with NASA at all. NASA at all. You feel me? Not at all. You feel me? But like, you know, they'll give you the crumbs, right? You know what I'm saying? In the midst of holding all of this back, so they'll show you a picture of Jupiter, but they ain't gonna let you know that this spacecraft is, you know, with stealth mode on right in front of it. You feel me? A mile-long spacecraft.
So what creates the rainbow outside?
Right, you still on that?
Yeah, because I know, because it's hard for me to get. It's hard for me to get. It's hard for me to get to spaceships if there's a field and no one can explain to me what creates the rainbow, because I know how to make a rainbow in the house.
Right. So what does a rainbow got to do with the field?
You made the rainbow inside with the magnifying glass.
Right. I look, you just saw a rainbow in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with the glass.
Nah,
the
you can make one with
the water.
The magnifying glass and a light and water.
Right. Yeah, I just seen one in the shower this morning. Right. So I'm taking a shower. I got a window in my shower. Sunlight come through the blinds. You feel me? Water, and I'm seeing. Yeah. You feel me? Earth, water. You know what I'm saying? Mirror, or the glass, the moon, and then the light, the sun. You feel me? And so, you know, it's. Then the light at the end of the rainbow, the whole idea of that. Another thing too, we're also, you know, when we see that, I think about what we're experiencing when we see the rainbow. You feel me? Because Roy G. Biv, that's our electromagnetic spectrum. We can't, you know, we can interpret it. Microwaves, you feel me? They're vibrating lower than red though, so we can't see it, but we know they exist. X-rays, gamma rays, you feel me? Vibrating faster than purple, we can't see it, but we know they exist. When we see a rainbow, what are we tapping into? You feel me?
Right.
Because we're tapping into the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? That's some beautiful shit. Just thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
It is. I just saw one yesterday when I was riding back. So I
seen one this morning.
It was reminding me. I was outside, but it was like it was nothing. I was like coming from the mountain. So when I saw it, I was like, it's just confirmation. I mean, they talk about firmament, glass dome. You know, the politics always talking about breaking through. Yeah, I haven't watched The Simpsons, but I know they put shit in the cartoons.
Watch The Simpsons movie.
But then just being able to create it myself, and then just using my intuition and not no information that I receive from them to come up with the answer.
Right, no outside source. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If I can, besides the tools that I had to use to make it in the house. So it's like, if I've been in a place to where, you know, I'm learning and I'm experimenting, and my intuition has always led me, and usually always been right when I follow it. It's like, when I start finding this path and I was getting mixed up and confused before, this one flowed the best and the most peacefully. To understand that we haven't been nowhere outside of here, that we all go places inner space. To all these other places. So they're making us think that it's they're making me think it's outside of my body, but really it's inside of my body. Really, I'm traveling everywhere.
So you're tapping into something, okay? Because when you were saying, I don't think we ever been to the moon, I'm like, we on the moon. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Nah, not through the moon land, not through public understanding.
Not physical.
Nah, we not going to Mars like we're going to Mars right now. We already on Mars.
We can go to Mars inner space.
Absolutely. Intergalactic space travel is real.
Facts.
Weird. And
I believe in
the
that.
The U.S. government is using that.
I believe in inner space.
China is using it as well.
I believe in inner space
but
travel.
we were using it, culturally speaking, as a people prior to this whole idea of everybody else using it outside of ourselves or physically traveling intergalactically.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's what's taking place now. They're actually making stargates, what we used to do back in time. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Stargates and doing it physically. Our Stargate is in here. You understand what I'm saying? I love the way you just wrap that all in one. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Because I get what you were saying, but I was trying to incorporate.
I was like, wait, you don't believe in spaceships? I'm like,
yeah, I do.
It's craft out here, right? It's craft out here, right?
That shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I also too, but yeah, absolutely. I believe, and I do believe
in aliens, but I believe they underground, not
that
somewhere else.
And that's why I believe. That's why I believe most spaceships are underground. I believe that.
You guys gotta watch Gaia with me. There's a lot of information there.
They have to hide these shits.
For real.
I remember I watched this. I can't remember if it was a documentary or whatever it was, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But it was saying like how abandoned tunnels and all of those different things, like people don't think, like they think that nothing exists under us, and like it does.
Whole cities. Like
if you think about the world in general, as far as countries, continents, all of that shit, as far as money and power. So above, these niggas got hella bread, bro. The rich, the governments, they are so. I feel like everything is so militarized. So it's like
absolutely
they have all these different things to keep us all outer.
Well, what happens is
off balance.
What makes sense
to not
now?
Make us think that these shits really do exist.
Because what happens is now that I've been doing more personal experiments and diving in deep, and I've been in them places where I was the one someone was trying to confuse. If the system keep us all confused, it's easy to control us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
and I never really understood it until I start running into it individually. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like personal attack, somebody get me in a confused state, then trying to control me in a direction. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
It's like how you brought up, which was so ironic, because I think on our last show I brought up the same word, greed.
Yeah.
That greed mentality is wild.
Absolutely. That's what runs the world, actually.
Yeah, greed is
a lot of it. But on that note, we're gonna cut to this break and we're gonna slide back. Peace, family. So we back from the break, you know what I'm saying? So what we about to get into now is, you know what I'm saying? What we about to get into now is, what was our last subject? We was just discussing about the genetics.
Species, right.
Species and genetics, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish.
We were talking about, you know, everyone's built differently. And so, you know, the mutants, you feel me? Having that mutant DNA, you feel me? I forget what article it was, but scientists has confirmed that we have, you know, extraterrestrial DNA not from this planet. So our genetics have been tinkered with. You feel me? You know.
Hey, shout out Young Fur. He made me do some background search on that. That's the first person I heard it from, and I did some background search on that, and I said
absolutely.
So I be feeling impossible sometimes.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, you good.
We all designed differently.
Right. What was I about to say? Another brother. Forbidden Knowledge, Carson, I forget his first name, but he speaks on, you know, black relation to ancient genetics as well, you know what I'm saying, our relation to the Anunnaki, and, you know what I'm saying, you know, the, what civilization is this? This is the Babylonian, Sumerian, you feel me, the Sumerian tablets, you feel me, Thoth, Tahuti, you know what I'm saying, reincarnating in different forms of the planet and teaching the planet, writing and different forms of, you know, mathematics and, you know, geometry, astrology, you know, philosophy, you know what I'm saying, Hermes Trismegistus, Tahuti, Thoth.
So who are these people, for the people that tapping in that might not know?
One energy. That's all one energy.
One
so
energy.
Different names, right. And it took me years to understand that. Doing like, you know, I wanted to go to each culture and civilization and understand the whole pantheon and,
mythology. I wanted to understand the Greek gods, the Aztec gods, the Egyptian gods. You feel me? When they're different energies reincarnated in different forms. You feel me? It's all one and the same. Tahuti or Thoth teaches the law of one. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? By Hermes Trismegistus. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The law of one by Ra. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? All is one. There is no other. When you get the distinguishing shit, when you get the separating shit, that's when that confusion, that distraction, that enemy occurs. You feel me? When you say, I'm different from this, you know what I'm saying? You separate yourself from this, you feel me? All is one and the same, you feel me? We're all, God having multiple experiences, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? In order to absorb more data, so that when we go back to source, it's like, wow, I ain't have to do what you did, you ain't have to do what I did, you know what I'm saying? But we did it together, you know what I'm saying? And now we can both hold these experiences as ours, as one, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? On the other side. People don't realize, sworn enemies who are,
I've ran into people before, and I did not like them right off the bat. And I'm assuming that's because probably somewhere in my past time, I probably had some issues with them. They had to have been as soon as I seen them right off the bat, my energy did not like them. It read the radar right away. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing too,
and I don't even know I'm from Adam and Eve.
Right. It could be that past life shit, but it could also be that intuition. You feel me? And that psychic accordance to let you know that you don't need to follow through on this path, because the end of that is not in your benefit, in your spiritual benefit. You feel me? But I'm not gonna doubt that there are occurrences where you may have that shoulder bump with that enemy from the past life, where you just get that bad vibe, like, well, who is that? You know what I'm saying? You may not even never see him again or engage him again. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna doubt that happens.
I wouldn't say that for every experience. I just had one experience
or that
gave me that
through a different generation.
I've experienced.
Yeah.
You feel me? Say if you got two brothers and their grandfathers was beefing back in the day, but they never got, never got into it. You feel me? And all of a sudden these two dudes beefing. You feel me? It's their grandfather's spirits reliving out. You know what I'm saying? And that's an example. I'm not saying that that's valid, but who's to say? I'm not gonna doubt it. You know what I'm saying? The spirit world. I'm trying to tell you the anomalies and the possibilities and the the numbers on the way things add up. It's amazing. You feel me? It's wicked. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I stay in tune with nature. I be out there a lot. Or I say nature just for layman's terms, but really I call it life. You know what I'm saying?
Life.
So when I'm out there with life, I always think about how all these energies are sharing, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm riding on the highway, all these energies, all these trees, all this we call plant life, everything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever title we want to put on it, it's all sharing.
I love driving.
And then those remind me of landlines. These are landlines, and then I think of us as mobile phones. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're the same energies with the same pushing fields, but we just mobile. You know what I'm saying? We got more access than trees and everything else that steady do. So we should all be sharing everything on the same frequency.
Right.
When you go in nature, you don't see no ops, but then we think that there can't be a world where there are no ops. You know what I'm saying? When clearly there can be.
Right. I mean, well, that's what creates the balance. You feel me? It's like not having one without the other. You know
when you go in nature, who's the op though? So I used to.
I hear you.
So I used to believe in that, but
nature,
now
who is the op when you go into nature?
Or when you out in life. Okay, so if we wasn't operating in this system, you know what I'm saying, and we was all functioning in flow with the universe, meaning we all vibrating at our highest frequencies, who would be opping? Who would we be opposing?
And so that's the thing too. And so that right there, that's called the golden age.
Yeah,
I don't see trees fighting other trees. You know, they all, even with the small trees, they all living and sharing and growing together. They all go through the weather and the storm together.
Even when it comes to the food chain, that's natural. You know what I'm saying? But right, you're right. But right, going back on the history of Earth, our visitors, we would eventually have visitors. There be some type of outside disturbance or inner disturbance. You feel me? We're approaching the golden age, but even as we last in the golden age, because we've been in the golden age before, we know it won't last forever. You feel me? Because life is cyclical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, like, you know,
it's just, everything is a cycle, but that's the push for it right now.
Absolutely.
Since that's the phase we in, so as far as pushing back over to get into the golden era, if that's what we call it.
All right. The
Dogon. Just everybody vibrating at the highest frequencies.
All right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The Dogon out of I don't know if it's Mali or South Africa, but you know, they were visited by the Nomo. I forget the brother name, but they were visited by the Nomo, these green, you know, reptilian-looking beings, and they painted these beings on the walls, and you know what I'm saying. They had, you know, notion of Sirius A and Sirius B before the dawn of telescopes. Colonizers came and went over to Africa. How'd y'all know about Sirius A and Sirius B if you don't got technology? And oh, the Nomo came and told us. They didn't want to believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And so, you know, we definitely, you know, Earth has this type of, this beautiful, adventurous timeline where it started and restarted and started and restarted itself. The, you know, religious flood in the Bible's understanding, you feel me, is speaking on that. You feel me? And it's been started and restarted because at one point it was inhabited by giants, and they had to remove the giants here, and they put them all on one island, and you know, the giants tried to mix with the humans, and oh my God, it was, you know, the stories is wicked. You know what I'm saying? And they're all, you know, artifacts are going all under these museums. Artifacts are being stolen from certain countries. You know, certain countries are just now starting to give back certain treasures and artifacts to Africa. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because of the history. The Library of Alexandria that got burned down. They say it got burned down, but they say we have a copy of everything in the Library of Alexandria in the inner earth. But you know, it's wicked. You feel me? The Earth's true history and what we've been told. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, Black history. You know, that little slave shit. You can come and pick us up from Africa. And we already traveled to the Americas before that slave trade shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't no slave. My ancestors was not no slave. We was not part of that shit. We was already here.
The globe before
I'm not
colonialism.
speaking for everybody.
Yeah, facts.
Right. We circumnavigated the globe before colonialism. You feel me? The Aboriginal Australians. You feel me? The Eskimos. You feel me?
Yeah, my ancestors been on this land right here for hundreds of years.
Absolutely, thousands. Are you serious?
Yeah, it probably was thousands, but I'm just saying, as far as I know, my fucking understanding to go back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But right, you know, and so you know, because when you say ancestors, you know, we try to think of, you know, our ancestors being, you know, people that look like us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That, you know, just older versions of ourselves. You feel me? But some of our ancestors are different genetic forms of ourselves. You feel me? Your ancestors are always you, like your great aunt, your granddad. You feel me? That's you too, even if they still alive. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But we have ancestors that predate us and predecessors, you know, that didn't even operate in the same you know, biological means as we did. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so people having connections with certain animals. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Genetics being tinkered with. You feel me? Some people do have canine DNA, rat DNA, what is it?
RNA.
Flea DNA from the flea.
You got the RNA monkey.
From the fruit fly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's Rhesus monkey. Mm-hmm. You feel me? The gorilla. You know, certain insects. It's so wild. You know, how did that come to be? You know what I'm saying? And so
it's not wild. The energy in charge is definitely doing the opposite of what should be being done, which is why they always make you do the most unhealthiest shit, or whatever you say you won't do, they're gonna make you do it if you're part of their
even if you ain't doing it, they dumping chemicals on you, putting chemicals in your water,
and then we still getting arrested by
food too.
Yeah. Even when you...
I tell my daughter, they poison the air.
Everything.
They poison the land. They poison the water.
The radio. The music. You know,
yes.
we're listening. The British Standards Institute in the 1950s made it a worldwide standard that all music be played at 440 hertz, which is, I believe it's E or F sharp, which is also the devil's interval, the devil's note, quote unquote. The Earth vibrates at 432 hertz. You feel me? And so 4, 3, 2, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. The 9-factor grid. You know what I'm saying? We're 9 ether beings. You feel me? 6, 6, 6. You feel me? 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. 18, 1 and 8, 9. Ether, the fifth element. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We're actually going through a DNA upgrade, like I was mentioning earlier, in which we're going from 666 to 616, or we're going to be losing 5 electrons, right? So we're, the term light beings, we are becoming lighter in, genetic structure. You know what I'm saying? And so while this is happening, while your DNA is being upgraded, vaccines, your RNA is being manipulated. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And so you got people out here whose intuition is increasing and psychic abilities are increasing, and knowing what's gonna happen before it happens. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people in the mix. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Waiting on the next, Bad Girls Club. And so, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
It is. That shit toxic. I ain't even that shit toxic. I mean, when I ain't care.
I come in the living room, I catch myself getting drawn to that shit. Like, what the fuck?
It's that toxic. And you just be like, what the heck?
Fuck this shit you say. What did
they know what to do. They know what to do though to get you drifted away for a little minute. Yeah.
It's not just long enough. Just long enough to really.
It's like so many things happen. I feel like. I remember one time Kwame told me a while back, like when we first met, he was like, codes and communication you see everywhere.
Absolutely.
Like it's everywhere. You see it, and like I never really paid attention to that until I really understood. Like, okay, bet
right in front of you.
It'd be right in front of you.
We actually made it easier for the universe to communicate with us with all of this technology and all of these material items that we have. We actually had to be more in tune to do that kind of stuff before, you know what I'm saying? Because it was here, but it wasn't as much, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make it seem like, oh, all this shit just boomed up. Nah, we had a lot of these buildings and structures and shit already before these motherfuckers made it seem like it wasn't shit here.
Absolutely.
A lot of this shit, we was already doing trades from Florida to Cuba and all them islands already. That shit was already going down. Yeah.
Wicked.
That shit was going down. But on that note, we gonna wrap this thing up. You know what I'm saying? This been another dope episode.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good off the young Pharaoh. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, facts.
I'm on that Pharaoh shit.
Yeah.
I'm in purple right now. If y'all want to know what color spectrum I'm on, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm just in purple. I don't know why.
Y'all see me all blacked out today. I don't know what happened.
The
universe will tell me later why the fuck I wore all black. Like I don't have other colors.
Nigga right here.
I know.
That's what we doing. You said I'm at San Juan. I'm crying.
So you gonna tell them about the Geechee project? You want to throw that out there? Tell the people about the Geechee project?
Yo, yeah. Make sure y'all follow the Geechee Marley Experience. Geechee, Geechie, Marley Experience. It's a project that I created for my culture, the Gullah culture, and I'll be going home to document it the end of this month to put it in the exhibit. I was selected to do my own show at 2nd Street, and this is what I'm going to do. Find my way back home.
Good shit. Much love. What you got coming up? What you got going on, bro?
Shea Butter Poppy.
Hey.
Listening right
hey.
But,
it's your fucking logo.
You gotta make a commercial for it, like a little small advertisement.
You're exposing. But yeah, absolutely. A lot is coming soon. With Shea Butter Poppy, I'm definitely thinking about doing another product. Thinking about doing CMOS. And so after Shea Butter Poppy, HiquRaSol.com. And you can be able to book a reading there, get some content, maybe some clothing gear, you feel me, links to my friend shit, you feel me, my people shit. And so,
definitely stay in tune. Book me for a reading. Hiqu Ra readings on Facebook.
Great.
Follow me on Twitter or IG at Hiqu Ra Sol, HIQURASOL. Music Lost and Found is brewing up. I just want to say that. You feel me?
Projects.
Yeah. I just want to say that. Back in the lab.
Back in the lab.
So it's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. A lot of people have been. I know a lot of people like,
what you doing?
Owe me a few tomatoes just because I ain't reached out and finished some work.
Hey, rest in peace, Grace, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Grace.
That's the last joint I get to check out with y'all, you know what I'm saying? The joint y'all did together.
Everybody, Ra, you feel me? It's wicked, man. Life is unpredictable, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So
it's beautiful.
You want to take advantage, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Every minute.
Absolutely.
Big facts. On that note, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know where to find me at. Your boy TrakBeatz. I'm everywhere, you know what I'm saying? It's always down below in the descriptions, you know. Hey, we doing nothing but peace and love out here, you know what I'm saying? And we out.